What is up? Welcome back to Outside the Top 25. I am your host, Rob Fox, joined as always by Dan Regester.
What's even the point anymore, Rob?
What do you mean, what's the point?
Gambling. I'm awful at it. My college has lost who knows how many straight, despite being favored. Favored again this week.
Against who?
Arizona. I don't know how. I mean, Arizona's not very good this year either, but until we win a game, I feel like Vegas should probably make stuff pick'ems.
Yeah.
At
Well,
the minimum.
if it's any consolation, we're still not talking about Missouri this week somehow. But here's the worst.
The worst two-loss team in America. Your Missouri Tigers.
Here's the worst part, though. I bet you they drop out of the rankings on the bye week.
Yeah, they will. They are SEC, so somebody's going to get the rub of beating you guys again.
So
they'll keep you ranked.
If I need maybe Vandy needs to win just to help me out, but they're going to drop out of the rankings without even playing, and it's going to annoy me endlessly.
That is true. If Vandy wins the game against Auburn this week, they probably might hop ahead of you somehow.
How could they though?
It doesn't matter.
We beat them.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're 25th.
Team on the field, you know. Brady Cook ain't coming back.
He's not. It's.
Can you somehow give him a medical? Can he come back for another year?
I don't want him to. Let him have his time and move on.
First form athlete.
Yeah, first form athlete, drinking my first form here. Just let Brady. Brady had his moment in the sun. We have a pretty good quarterback recruit waiting behind him, so fuck it. Anyway, though, yeah, we are here to talk about some outside the top 25 games. Dan doesn't have his laptop this week. You want to explain to the people why? Usually
just out of juice. I didn't charge it.
Oh, but you had a better explanation off mic.
I'm going off vibes today.
Not looking at stats, not looking at scores.
No. Not
pure.
Not going to rely on Google in case I forget someone's name. I'm just going to fire from the hip today because it hasn't worked otherwise.
I mean, you went 8-9-1 last week. 0-1 on your money line dog.
Damn.
I had another week over 500.
To be fair, I was brave. I went there. I was like, Mississippi State's going to beat Arkansas. I didn't really believe it.
Right.
I didn't believe it at all.
You just had to shoot your shot. Mm-hmm. I was 11-8, 0-1 on the money line dog as well. For the season, you are 74-91-2, 6-5 on the money line dogs.
This is easily the worst year I've had gambling between golf, I've lost so much fucking money. The fucking casino show.
It's because you've gotten less vibe oriented.
That's really it. I've gotten too into the data, too into the statistics, too into the numbers.
You just need to think about it. Be like, no, they're not doing that.
I've gotten away from what made me great, the eye test.
Yeah. I think it's the heart test. It's
both.
You just look at two names and you're like, no, A's not doing that.
Right.
Yeah. No.
I don't know why I'm looking at like S&P. I'm not built for that.
I haven't looked at S&P once this year, and I am 94, 70-2.
It's kind of like last week. I should have been like, yeah, no, Mississippi State's not going to beat Arkansas.
No, there's no rhyme or reason for that happening at all.
But all these games, I might just take multiple bets to catch up.
You have to start volume shooting, Shine. Yeah. I mean, actually, we made about, wait, did I make more bets than you last week?
Probably.
I made 19 bets.
Yeah.
You made 18. Yeah, you're not even out shooting me.
I need to.
Yeah. Come on, man.
At least win percentage-wise.
Yeah. I mean, You
just keep stacking. I mean, you're like 11 win weeks, 10 win weeks. Can't stop you.
It's a good year. It's a good year for the outside picks, I guess. I mean, I'm doing okay gambling wise as well. I paid for a wedding all by myself a couple weeks ago between NFL and college.
Well, you pay for everything by yourself.
Also true.
Wife is unemployed, lazy.
My wife. So I think I took home like $1,200 2 weeks ago. And which is whatever. It's not that much, like in the grand scheme of gambling, the way some people do it. But my wife was like, "Oh wow! I mean, if you keep winning gambling, like that could really help us out." And I was like, "Sweetie, that's not how
this works.
That's not how."
I could have a house by now if I didn't gamble.
Like no, you don't want to go down that road.
I don't even enjoy it anymore.
Gambling?
No.
You almost just do it because you're like, if I don't,
it's almost impulse of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like cranking it. It's like necessary.
It's
It just
Yeah.
kind of gets my juices flowing.
Wakes you up in the morning,
Just looking at
starts your
lines,
heart.
yeah.
It's
a bad habit.
Self-service. It's not even. Yeah, it's
A lot of people go on Twitter or Instagram for their dopamine. I'm just like, I just need to look at the Jacksonville state line.
You did win the. You made a bet earlier, Louisiana over Texas Tech or Texas State. I mean,
yeah. But I lost out on the Yankees last night.
well, the Yankees lost that for you. That was horrible,
I guess Garrett Cole's too good to cover first base.
dude.
That's what started the rally.
Yeah, the amount. So there's a
Welcome
lot of
to
people.
Tomahawks. We're actually talking baseball.
I will just say this on that baseball thing real quick. The amount of people who will probably say something along the lines of like, or maybe it's something our dads would say, like professionals don't hustle, blah 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 blah.
Dude, old man takes. I fall into them all the time now.
But here's what really happened.
Because we are getting older. We're starting to get into that demographic.
Oh, yeah. But I'm not in on the Garrett Cole doesn't hustle, blah blah blah. It's worse than that. It's that these people are so talented that they don't learn half the game. You know what I mean? Like they're just
Cover first base. Do your
they're
job.
just tactically inept in a lot of ways. They did an article on this like 2-3 years ago that base running is the worst it's ever been in baseball because people just don't understand the little things.
Even though it's the easiest to do right now
Yeah.
because of the pitch clock.
Well,
because
stealing and stuff, but it's more like base running strategy.
I feel like most pitchers like have no pickoff game at
No, they
this
don't.
point, especially relievers. If you're if there's a reliever in the game, you should steal that base. That's
Yeah.
your base.
Yeah.
You
should
get
be.
second, you get third.
It's
You might get home. There's no reason for you not
bad.
to steal at least one base when there's a reliever in game.
But like the Yankees losing the World Series on a little league fuck up like that is just so on brand.
That's what started it. I mean, Freddie Freeman had the series of his life.
I believe he tied or beat the record for most RBI in a World Series.
Props to him. He
He's
might be better than Bryce. He might be onto something.
No, he is better
I
than
know.
Bryce Harper.
I
There's
know.
no
Not that it matters.
unquestionable. They're both Hall of Famers. It doesn't matter. Like it's
Bryce gets too injured to he should have better stats than he does right now.
he should have better counting stats.
Yeah.
He's missed like 3 full years. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, we're talking about football today, so let's dive into the outside picks.
Let's do it. We're starting tonight,
Great game.
from what I can recall in the doc. Tulane.
Yes, Tulane.
Is it a great game? They're playing Charlotte.
It's a great game to bet on.
Okay.
Tulane Tulane is a 14.5 point favorite at Charlotte. Mm-hmm. Question is,
Charlotte's kind of been giving people the business. They're not winning games, but they're being competitive.
no.
And that is a testament to Biff Poggi,
the over-under.
the funniest looking coach in America.
He is a troubling looking man. Just Google Charlotte football coach.
Just Biff Poggi. It's a great name.
It's
very
It
fitting.
is a football name, I think, in a lot of ways. Man, I don't understand this over-under at all because I'm taking it. I'm taking the over.
You're taking the over.
Yeah, 50,
Tulane over seemed to cash.
56.5. I mean, Charlotte, too, though. Like, Charlotte would have cashed that last week. They would have cashed that the week before. They would have cashed it the week before. They would have cashed it the week before almost by themselves. And then, like, 41 total points against Rice, not great. But Indiana dropped 52 on them by themselves. I mean, most weeks, Charlotte is hitting this over.
It's a short week.
And most weeks, I believe Tulane is hitting this over as well. I'm locking that in, no questions asked. Like, that is 100%. I'm taking the over on this game. Charlotte, though, you're right, is kind of
They're covering.
keeping people tight. Mm-hmm. And Tulane, by the way, I think is also a little... I mean, they beat North Texas by 8. They beat Rice by 14.
I feel like they get up and they kind of just
Yeah.
let their foot off the gas.
Beating Rice by 4. They wouldn't have covered this line against Rice, and I don't believe they did actually cover against Rice. Rice sucks.
Is Tulane still in play for the playoff?
2 losses? No.
Only losses are to
I know.
Oklahoma and Kansas State.
Well, the Oklahoma loss is pretty mid now.
Yeah, it's SEC team. But if Kansas State makes the playoff, I feel like there's a path for Tulane. Especially if
take a lot.
Boise loses.
If Boise loses again, for sure. But you still have Army and Navy in the way.
Navy's gone.
You think the loss was too bad?
Yeah, because they don't really play anyone else.
Yeah. So Army's...
They'll have to beat Army.
Army and
Yeah.
Boise... Navy would have to beat Army.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. What do you take?
And I really don't think the academies can afford to have a loss because their schedules are
Bad.
so ass. Yeah.
Now they are both
In the American.
until. Well, I was going to say until.
And they will have to play Tulane if that push comes to shove, if it's in the American Championship.
Tulane has 0 losses in the American. Yeah, there are 0 conference losses.
But so does Navy.
So does Navy. So does Army.
So does Army.
Yeah, so it's interesting. And I will say both Navy and Army, what I was going to say was they have a bad schedule, but like they are winning the way you should win with a bad schedule. Mm-hmm. So
Navy also, I mean, that was very uncharacteristic of them, had 6 turnovers.
Was it Notre Dame just fucking punching the ball?
No, it was a lot of just, stepping on rakes.
Yeah.
It was Navy just like, ooh, not pulling the ball out in time for the triple option. Just like fullback just kind of halfway takes it.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
It's not what you want to see your officers doing.
No. There's a grenade.
Yeah.
Someone's got to jump on it. You got to learn that.
Yeah, it's all easy when you're fighting Iraqis. Then a Chinese boat comes up and you start fumbling the... Don't like it.
Yeah, it was looking like Pearl Harbor.
Don't like it. What are you taking for this game?
I'm going to take the over, and I'm going to take Charlotte to cover.
Over and Charlotte.
Tulane by 14. Charlotte covers by half a point.
It feels kind of like that. Next up, we have Virginia Tech, a 4-point favorite at Syracuse. Over-unders 53.5. Syracuse.
Let Kyle sling it. I don't care. Pitt's vaunted defense shut him down with all those turnovers. 3 pick sixes. Huge bounce back spot for Kyle. Syracuse plus the 4.
Can we bet? I would love to. It won't be.
And I'm taking the over. Because I just got to take everything.
So you're taking Q's and the over?
Yes.
Okay. This is tough, man. Obviously a horrible game last week. He's not going to do that again, I wouldn't imagine. Virginia Tech on a little 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, they're starting to.
And a dominant 3-game winning streak of that, too.
Yep. And remember, they had 22 return starters. Drones is starting to figure it out. Good dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Hokies straight up.
It's at the Carrier Dome, though.
I don't give a shit. Hokies -4. The Hokies are playing.
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs, dude. I think they've finally put it together, which is unfortunate for them because it's too late to matter after opening the season with 3 out of 5 losses.
Yeah, but they lost to Vandy. Not a bad loss.
Especially on the road. No, and the Rutgers loss is fine, and at Miami should have been a win. But I mean, they're basically, they are 2 very, very close games from being absolutely in the playoff hunt. I mean, they're
ACC hunt at least.
Well, they'd only have 1 loss. They should have won that Miami game. That was a horrible overturn call, and Vandy went to overtime. They blew that Vandy game late. They were winning.
The thing about the ACC though is you can't lose in conference right now because there's like 5 teams that are in the mix.
Yeah.
That have 0 losses.
Yeah. Tough for the Hawks. Memphis -7 at a reeling UTSA.
Yeah.
After blowing one of the biggest leads I've ever seen blown that late in a game. I think it was like 42-17 or something like that in the third quarter, and Tulsa piled up the points.
Oh, dude, I am unfamiliar. They blew a 30-point lead to Tulsa?
Yes. Oh my God. You didn't.
No.
Oh my God.
I'm not up to date with the Roadrunners.
So they lost 46-45 to Tulsa.
It's not a good loss. Tulsa's terrible.
Yeah, they were up at one point 35-7.
Yep.
And then I believe they were up 42 to like 17. I think that's what it was. 40.
That's a program crushing loss.
Yeah, and then
you might as well fold it up.
Tulsa dropped. I mean, Tulsa dropped 39 points on them in the second half. Unfucking real.
Why is Memphis only a 7-point favorite?
I don't know.
6.5.
I don't know because UTSA is 3-5. They have not been good this year. I like Memphis.
Roadrunners at home. Give me the 6.5.
You have 7 on the dock.
Oh, 7?
Yeah.
Give me the 7 then.
Okay.
Even better.
UTSA. Over under 60.5. Again, Memphis.
And I don't think Memphis is really dumping it in like they usually do.
They did against Charlotte and against North Texas. UTSA, by the way, obviously allowed 46 to Tulsa, which is egregious. 24 to FAU, whatever.
Give me UTSA and the under.
Man, they let Rice
Right now,
score
give me the
29.
under. Write it down. Under in UTSA.
Okay. Under and UTSA. I'm taking Memphis and the over.
Good. Catching 2 games on you right there.
Yeah, I love both.
I'm 6-0 so far. Let's go.
I love
Let's
both
keep it
these
rolling.
lines.
You don't even have to like check. I'll be 6-0 at this point.
Okay. Yeah, this will actually be a pretty fun game if you just like points. I feel like. What time is that game on?
Points.
11 a.m. Good. That's a good.
Dude, I'm not watching that game.
That's a good wake up game.
No, it's not.
It's a good wake up game.
Do you know how many great games are going to be on?
I know Ohio State's playing Penn State at the same time. It is what it is. It's not.
This gets none of the 4 spots on
No.
YouTube TV.
No. Next up, puzzling one here. Vanderbilt 7-point dog on the road at Auburn. I don't mind Vandy being a dog here, but 7 feels big.
Vegas hates Vandy, loves UCF. They haven't been so wrong on 2 teams. I've never seen it before in my life. Vandy plus the 7. Vandy money line. Vandy, what's the over under?
48.5.
We'll go under. We'll go Vandy money line, Vandy in the points, and the under. So that's 3-0 right there. We're currently 9-0 on the dock.
Tough loss to Texas. Obviously, a little 3-game winning streak against Alabama, Kentucky, and Ball State. Auburn, just rough. Just a rough time for Auburn right now. Hugh Freeze seems to be not the best in his second year.
He's not the best in general.
Yeah, I mean,
they got way too much hype at Ole Miss.
They did beat Kentucky pretty comfortably, and now I think they're just kind of like committing to running the ball a lot. They definitely did against Kentucky.
Auburn kind of deserves this.
What?
Just having Hugh Freeze.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just taking the under.
Just
here.
bad dudes.
I think this.
You got Bruce Pearl running your program in basketball.
How's
You got
Bruce
Hugh
Pearl
Freeze.
bad? What Bruce Pearl do?
Bruce Pearl's a total piece, dude. You ever see him? He's just ripping his shirt off, being a total.
Does he
chotch.
have something actually? I don't remember if there's something actually bad about Bruce Pearl.
I do. I think some type of like he was like shitty with recruits.
I know he
like fucks people over.
I know he got in trouble for something stupid, like with recruiting, but I don't know if there's like a real thing about him that people are like, oh, he's a piece of shit. I
think he's just like really shitty when it comes to recruiting.
Like he'll fuck you over and rip your scholarship out if somebody better comes along.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Scumbag school.
Scumbag city.
But like it's Auburn. They're just a minor league sports organization with a campus attached to it.
Yeah, but I mean, Bama's, the pinnacle of good dudes, right? I mean, the basketball program.
Yeah. God. I mean, I don't
The
know
Heat
anything
and the
about
hat.
Kalen DeBoer, but I'm sure he's fine for now.
Something will come out. We'll have
Yeah, but the
skeletons.
basketball program, fucking Nate.
That whole state.
It's gross.
Is that where Tuberville is?
Yes. He's their senator.
That guy sucks.
He is the dumbest motherfucker alive. So, like, it's just, we got to stop voting for people because they were famous in another line of work. It's really not great.
No, and he was known for just up and leaving.
Oh, my stepfather-in-law.
Tuberville's a quitter.
His kid was a walk-on at Tech when Tuberville was there. And he was like, he and my father-in-law's stepfather-in-law, whatever, is a big Republican, like absolutely conservative. Fucking hates Tommy Tuberville.
We should use that in
Fucking
like
hates
political
him.
ads. He quit on his team.
Dude,
multiple times.
He thinks Tuberville is a monstrous piece of shit.
He is. He's
From
not
his
a good dude.
experience with him from coaching. So, God knows what he's like now. But yeah. Fuck Tommy Tuberville. But anyway, next up, UCLA plus 6.5 at Nebraska. Over under 39.5.
I'm going to surprise you here.
Okay.
I think Deshaun Foster and the boys have it going in the right direction. UCLA, the best 2-win team in the country?
Well, we've established that they are.
Give me the Bruins plus the points. Give me the under. This is going to be a gross game.
Under 39.5. Yikes.
This is going to be a 17-14 game.
I mean, anytime Nebraska's had success this year, they're topping out about 38 points. and UCLA actually got in a bit of a shootout last week at Rutgers.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly enough. I wonder...
Nebraska's defense is good.
Nebraska's defense is good. Yeah. God, this feels like UCLA covers. I'm just taking UCLA. I don't know about the over-under. It's going to be... Actually, I'm taking the under as well. I am taking the same picks as you on this. They both feel right. Plus, I'm just keeping you at an arm's length.
You're kind of... You're boxing me out.
Yeah. That's all I got to do
with my
at this
own
point.
picks. I think you should make the picks first.
Fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. You're the one that got to take Vandy money line. I was going to do that. Real quick, by the way, before we keep going, we are making these picks at mybookie.com. Go to mybookie.com, where the promo code Drinking Bros will double your first deposit up to $1,000. So if you're making your first deposit and you put in $1,000, they'll match that $1,000. You put in $100, they'll match $100, whatever, up to $1,000. Promo code Drinking Bros. And if you are a frequent flyer with MyBookie, you're pretty much auto-enrolled in the MyBookie Plus rewards program. They do a lot of cool stuff there, including free bets on Thursdays. They pick the bets, but they're usually good bets. They hit. It's a lot of times like props and stuff, and they usually hit. So take the bet. It's a free bet. So you could do that. And then what's really cool is if you have a bad week, they've got rakebacks, which is awesome if you're in the MyBookie Plus rewards program. And what that means is, if you have a bad week, they'll toss you a little money back and say, hey, go have fun. Go have fun with it. Just keep playing. We know you like to have some skin in the game. And what I recommend doing, because they're not giving your full money back, obviously. So take the little percentage, the fraction that they give you back, which is nice, and it's fun to keep playing. Take that, whatever they give you back, and just build the biggest fucking parlay they'll let you build. Not teaser, parlay. Go bananas. Try to win fucking $30,000.
My parlay this week already got ruined by Liberty, so...
Boy, I was so tempted to put money on Liberty yesterday, and I just thought, something's wrong.
Yep.
After that Kennesaw State game, something's fucking wrong. Because I really...
Things are not well at Falwell University.
No, that was... I was just like, no, don't do it. Don't lose it here. Although I am probably dropping... No, I am going to drop money on the Charlotte Tulane game later after this show's over. Next up, we've got North Carolina minus a meager 2.5 at Florida State. This one not making a ton of sense to me. North Carolina, obviously a disappointment this year to an extent, although I think they're really just doing Mac Brown things.
It's in Tallahassee. Kind of makes sense.
I suppose they just beat the shit out of Virginia to stop a 4-game losing streak.
North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, in North Carolina's defense, really, James Madison kicked the shit out of them. We're talking one-score losses the other 3 weeks against Duke, Pitt, and Georgia Tech. I think there's a level of competence there that's being masked by their record. Love UNC to win by more than a field goal here, no questions.
Okay. I'm going to go Florida State. Give me Florida State in the points. Give me Florida State money line.
Oh, my God, dude.
Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's get that second dub.
Let's
get that second
psychotic.
win. It's going to happen. North Carolina sucks.
North Carolina doesn't suck. I'm not convinced that they suck, actually, at
Florida
all.
State's not good, obviously.
Yeah, Florida State does.
But Florida State's going to get a dub at home. They're going to get their second win. It's not really going to do anything for them.
No. This over-under is probably right where it should be. I was kind of looking to see. UNC's been hitting over 50 a lot, but Florida State's been keeping things under 50 a lot. So I'm going to stay away from that. The line feels like it's right where it should be. I wouldn't hate putting that in that over in a teaser if you got it down to 44. That's still a little risky, I think, but if you do build a teaser out of any of these picks, I don't hate that. Next up, tell me how you're feeling. Your Arizona Wildcats catching 6 on the road at your UCF Knights.
Yeah.
2 schools you were high on coming into the year.
2 of my schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I win no matter what. It appears.
Does fucking McMillan still
my
only
alma mater versus the school I wish I went to?
Well, you went to a version of it. You went to Beach, Arizona. Or really, you went to Beach, Arizona State. But either way, McMillan finally got another touchdown.
Tucson would have been sick, though.
Oh, yeah.
Just
my
pool party
cousins
after
who went to
pool party.
Arizona, it seems like they had the best fucking time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one of the girls I dated that went to Arizona had to transfer because she just had too good of a time. She's like, I can't.
That happens at a lot of state schools, you know.
She had to leave.
To go to where?
San Diego State.
Feels like a lateral move, good time-wise. Mm-hmm. Doesn't feel like it helps anything.
Closer to the beach.
Yeah. What? I gotta get away from all this drinking. I'm going to San Diego State University. What?
Need to focus on the academics.
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't think... I now I know why she was actually failing out. She doesn't sound smart.
Well, you know her, so... yeah.
Who?
We'll proceed. Go on.
Okay. I'm sure she's wonderful. Wait, who is she?
You know. I don't have to say it.
Just give me the first letter of the name.
You would know.
Okay.
I'll tell you off air.
Okay. All right. I'm sure she's great.
The person.
What?
The one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense now. Who you got? Who you got in this game?
I'm going to have to go Arizona in the points, +6.
Taking Zona?
Yeah, I'm going to have to fade my school. I mean, until we win.
On a... Oh, my God.
Arizona +6, and then what's the over-under?
Over-under is... 55.5.
Give me the over.
Realize you guys
Give me
were on a
Arizona.
5-game skid.
Yeah, dude. We've been favored in 4 of those losses.
Jesus. I mean, the last 2 games are understandable losses. Like, totally.
Right.
With BYU and Iowa State.
Here's the thing, though. Dylan Risk, he could be a total wild card.
Yeah.
He's our 4th-string quarterback, freshman. Comes in. He scored on 2 touchdown drives. Can't stop him. Just hand it off to RJ Harvey.
God. Arizona just... They're not scoring.
No.
They scored...
Fafita's been ass.
They scored 26 against West Virginia, but
Brandon,
7 against Colorado, 19 against BYU, 22 against Tech, even just 23 against Utah, 7 against K-State, 22 against Northern Arizona. I mean, they're not putting up points. Are you guys? A little. Sort of. Not really. But you do have a new quarterback in, right? How's the offense look the last 2 weeks?
Not good until he came in. He played for 2 drives. He scored on both touchdowns.
Okay, I'm taking the under. I don't...
RJ Harvey has over 1,000 yards, though. He's been the one consistent thing we have.
Okay.
He's probably a top 5 running back in the country.
Okay.
I know it's hard to believe that because we're awful, but no, he's the man. RJ Harvey's gonna be on the NFL roster next year, and you're gonna be like, oh damn, dude.
Where'd you play?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna be very Latavius Murray like.
Yeah. Yeah,
who's
this just
still in the
feels-
league, I believe. Murray's been having a pretty solid career.
Yeah, he is. I agree. I don't know how to pick this line. This could just be anything could happen here. Arizona could win by 15. UCF could win by 15. I'm just taking the under.
Okay.
It feels gross. Oh boy, this one I like. Navy -11 at Rice, coming off an embarrassing defeat at the hands of Notre Dame.
How's that Rice run defense?
I don't know. Let's see.
Don't care. Navy -11
all day.
What's the
All
over
day.
under?
What?
What's the over under?
50.5.
Over. Navy -11. Let's get it, boys. Let's get back on track.
I mean, let me just go.
Very still much in the AAC playoff picture.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Navy has dropped 51, 34, 41, 56, 38,
I don't
49.
care. Doesn't matter.
And Rice, I'm just saying they're doing it. Did Rice? Okay, Rice played Army earlier this year. Lost 37-14.
Mm-hmm.
They have 1 win. It's against 2 wins. I'm sorry, but the only real wins against UTSA, barely. Yeah, this is Navy. I don't know about the over/under. I could see this being like 40-10, honestly.
Hell yeah, brother.
Which would get you a half point under. I'm taking Navy, though, all day.
All right.
Oh, I love that bet.
Okay. What do we got next?
Next up, Arizona State, -3
I need to know if Levitt's back.
at Oklahoma
Arizona State is way different when they have Levitt. Like, future's bright with him at quarterback, but, man, they just can't get anything going on offense if he's not running the helm.
He is back.
Cool.
He is playing.
So he's -3. Oklahoma State, I don't know. Does Gundy just have a lifetime contract at this point?
It feels like it.
He can do whatever he wants. Do they
Yeah.
ever just kind of move on?
I think they're probably getting. I know their fans are getting to a point where it's just like, even though your ceiling's typically pretty high, they're not that good this year, but their ceiling's typically pretty high, especially for a middle class program like that. But eventually, you get tired of your wife.
And if you have 7 years of Alan Bowman, I think you know who Alan Bowman is.
Yeah. God, they're on a 5-game skid too. That's just fucking brutal.
No, Baylor covered. Baylor's kind of on a bit of a heater right now. They're starting to wake up.
Yeah. Job saved over there.
Yeah. So this is in Stillwater.
58.5 is the over-under.
I'll take Oklahoma State in the points. +3. I'll take Oklahoma State money line.
Good Lord.
And I'll take the over.
I'm just taking ASU. That's all I need from that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Cam Scatterbo for 5.
Yeah, I think Arizona State wins by. It feels like worst case scenario is a push on that.
Scatterbo up the middle for 4.
Scatterbo. God, I hate that name, but they'll be fine. Oklahoma State.
Why do you hate white running backs?
I don't hate white running
It
backs.
sounds like you hate white.
I just
running
hate
backs.
hearing Scatterbo.
So, if I was an announcer, that'd be an awesome name to say.
Yeah, I know. That's
I
the
would
problem,
run that
though.
into
You
the
can
ground.
feel them making hay out of it. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can feel them loving it too much.
Which I get. So I'm not going to hate on that.
Fair enough. Hawaii at Fresno State.
Yep.
Hawaii is a 14-point dog, not on the island.
Nope. Hawaii won the game last week.
I know.
Yeah. By a lot. They rolled Nevada.
They
get all that spiritual just power when they're on the island.
The power of their ancestors does not cross the ocean.
No. They don't get on like a little rowboat.
No. Interesting over-under here at 48.5. Hawaii gets scored on a lot.
48.5?
Yeah, 48.5 is the over.
I don't know how I feel about Fresno right now. They're pretty whatever.
Yeah. I mean, they dropped 33 on San Jose, 24 on Nevada. UNLV absolutely
Mikey
gutted
Keene
them.
still doing the thing?
Yeah. Three touchdown passes,
Right. That's I feel like
but
Dylan,
also 4 picks.
I can
against
see it
San
right
Jose
now.
State.
Dylan Risk might have like a pretty good end of the year, and he'll just transfer to like a Mountain West team.
I can see that.
Like Gus will just chase him out. Be like, I know you had a great finish to the season, but we have some of these bums coming in that run a better offense or are better fit for my offense.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to complete passes. So he'll go to like a San Diego State or something and kind of tear it up.
Okay. Well, at least he can focus on his studies there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Fresno in the over.
Okay.
I'm a little sus on the over, but fuck it.
I'm going to go Fresno as well.
All right. Hawaii not the same off the island, and Fresno, I think I just saw all but one of their wins would have covered this, so I'll take it. Oh boy, rock fight. Wisconsin,
Yeah.
3-point dog on the road at Iowa. Just classic unranked Big Ten
Give me the
football.
Badgers. Give me the points. Give me the money line. What's the over-under?
40.5.
Give me the over.
I actually don't hate that over. This isn't your
Iowa overs have kind of been cash.
this isn't your older brother's Iowa, so to speak.
All they had to do was get rid of his fucking son.
No shit, dude. How angry are you if you're an Iowa fan?
Like Kirk.
A real offensive coordinator.
Figure this out.
Was that last year or 2 years ago?
Was last year was his son got
when they
fired.
had a historic defense and couldn't score. you're a national championship contender with an average offense.
Yeah. But I think Wisconsin's kind of got it going the right way.
Lost a toughie to Penn State, but yeah, they beat Northwestern by 20, beat the shit out of Rutgers, beat the shit out of Purdue, whatever.
Yeah. So Wisconsin, points, money line, over.
Dude, Iowa's been kind of a wagon. Killed Northwestern, killed Washington, killed Minnesota.
Ain't impressed me much.
What?
This ain't impressing me much.
Taking Iowa. Taking Iowa to cover 3. I have no comment on the over-under. USC, a 2.5-point favorite at a very hard-to-read school this year in Washington. No idea what's going on with them. 2 4-4 Big Ten transfers.
Lincoln Riley on the hot seat?
Yes. You have to fire Lincoln Riley.
I don't think so. They probably owe him a lot of money.
Yeah, the buyout's probably insane.
They are, from what I've heard, cash poor.
Doesn't surprise me. They got to hit up Steven Spielberg or something, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that whole program kind of went through it when What's-Her-Face got arrested for paying the coach for her daughter.
Oh, Lori Loughlin?
Yeah.
She just started acting again, I think on a Law & Order.
Nice.
Yeah, she's back, dude.
Good to see some, like, the good guys get a win.
Yeah, it's nice to see her get a dub. It's nice to see a Christian
Yeah.
just be honored in society again. Washington.
We're back.
I don't know what to make of Washington right now.
Jed Fish doesn't have his guys.
I get that.
Will Rogers was never good.
Indiana, yeah, trounced them with their backup, but Indiana.
It's in Seattle?
Yep.
And USC's laying how many points?
2.5. I'm taking Washington as my money line. No. This is fucking hard. I really don't. Don't know how to
take
pick
the Huskies.
Don't know how to pick this game.
Take that dog.
Man, this is fucking hard.
Give me the under.
The under.
55.5. Give me the under.
Okay. Taking Washington in the under?
I'm not taking Washington.
Oh.
I'm taking the under.
Just the under? Okay.
Yeah.
I will take USC. I think Lincoln Riley's going to lock it down a little bit. He's got more of his guys than Jed Fish does. But this is going to be tight.
Man, how does LSU feel right now losing the fucking dog shit USC early in the season?
Holy shit.
Like, respectable loss to A&M, but now that you have 2 losses, one of them being USC, you're out, kind of, right?
Yeah.
You're out of the picture.
Yeah.
Unless you somehow make the SEC championship and win.
Which they can do. They only have 1 SEC loss, so. And if you win the conference, you are in.
You're in, yeah.
So.
You win the SEC, you're in.
Yeah, unquestionably.
You could have 5 losses.
Yeah, you put the SEC champ in, and Big Ten champ too, for that matter. ACC,
ACC is better than you think.
Yeah, it is actually. Next up, TCU at Baylor, a little rivalry game.
Baylor. I don't care how many points I'm laying. Baylor.
Baylor's a 3-point favorite.
Baylor -3. What's the over under?
64.5.
Under hard.
Under.
All right. TCU. I don't know why TCU gets so much respect. They came back, had a huge comeback win against Tech last week.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice win at Utah, even though Utah's broken.
not a team now. They're
broken.
Isaac Wilson's trash. I think all the Samoans kind of gave up on Whittingham this year.
It's tough. Tough luck. I'm also taking Baylor. I don't have any faith in TCU right now at all. I don't know about the over-under. I'll let it be. I'll let you have your extra picks this week.
All right.
Last and kind of least.
Certainly not least.
Well, Colorado State, 2.5-point favorite.
I had to add this because we didn't have enough games.
Yeah, on the road at Nevada.
Give me Nevada and the points in Reno. You don't just walk into Reno, all right?
I mean, SMU kind of learned that. You don't.
You take Nevada as a dog at home, Wolfpack, and then what's the over-under?
Over-under's 45.5.
Give me the under.
Okay.
Wolfpack and the under.
Nevada is kind of very capable of that, what do you call it, over-hitting. I'm taking the, let's see what Colorado State's done, though. 17-21.
Colorado State's kind of sneaky. They're okay.
I will take.
Is Jay Norvell still there?
You took Nevada in the under?
Yeah.
I will go Colorado State over.
Remember that whole controversy between Deanna and Jay Norvell?
Oh, yeah. They're little...
But they were kind of making it racial. It's like, Jay Norvell's a black man.
Oh, yeah, but people just forgot.
People just didn't realize he was black.
It's fucking insane.
But they were like, man, who's this, like, this honky that's talking about being blue collar?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they're like, blue collar's code for whatever. And then it's like, dude, he's
He's a black man.
also black. You fucking idiots. Dude, there's a couple games you didn't put on here.
I couldn't. There's not a lot of good games. And there's a number usually next to it.
No, you didn't put Northwestern at Purdue.
Yeah, that game blows. Purdue has 1 win.
There's Stanford at NC State.
Yeah, Stanford has 2 wins.
Here's one. I'm going to give you my
Your
rant.
wild card game?
Yeah, my wild card game. Coming off an absolutely program-changing win, Tulsa moneyline dog and points on the road at 1-6 UAB. They're a 3-point dog. Tulsa moneyline.
Okay.
Tulsa +3.
What is the line for the Northwestern Purdue game?
Northwestern is a 1-point favorite.
Give me Northwestern -1. And
All
that's a perfect week right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can you come back? Now, if you have a perfect week this week, you should only be down by about 10 to 15 games.
Yeah, that should be good. Slowly making progress. It's not too late. Comeback starts now.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Minor setback, major comeback.
Well, that's all I got.
Yep.
For Outside Top 25, for Dan Regester, I'm Rob Fox. See you later.
Deuces.